on the top right side. In player 2, we have M0h1nder in the orange. Playing as Elodie versus Zested playing Sedge in the red. And this is Locus Amoenus, so, you know, this could be a long game. Especially with Sedge on the field. Maybe there's like a plan. Maybe M0h1nder has an idea of like something they want to try with Elodie. We're gonna find out. What I do know is that Sedge is going to want this game to drag out a bit. Get that tier 1 groove, get that tier 2 groove. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary in these openings. Although, actually, Zested went mage first, which is going to be a big deal when it comes to this capture phase. And M0h1nder, I guess, maybe just didn't know about the opening differences. Because, yeah, like, there is no early mage capture here. There is no commander heal. Which isn't necessarily the end of the world, because you can get a knight out a bit sooner if you go for that play. But it does mean Elodie's just not going to have much health to work with. Okay. I'm really curious how this is going to work out. Elodie going to yoink this village? I say yoink, they're just going to go for the grab on it. And the turn 2 mage actually is going to be able to grab that lumber mill. So Zest is going to get a bit of a gold boost first. They're going to get that triple lumber. And Zested actually going to respect the fact that the mage is going to reach the lumber mill first. Isn't going to try to go for any yoink or anything like that. So not seeing anything too out of the ordinary here. And yeah, it's just going to be able to grab that village. And ooh, Sedge is looking pretty spooky. And now we see the heal on Elodie. And much later, after a lot of bigger units were able to come out. Knight's already been in play. Actually, 2 knights are in play on the north side, so. Looking pretty good over there. But that does mean that Zested's going to get a lot more out of that lumber mill early. So I guess like timing wise. Oh wow, those swords are dead. +0 defense tile? Yep, they're not long for this world. Timing wise, M0h1nder able to get knights out a bit sooner. Ooh. M0h crit. Pretty nice. Ooh, is that going to be a knight crit follow up as well? It is. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And there's going to be another knight behind this as well, so. That's actually really scary. You don't want to be a Sedge on that low health against that much indirect damage as well as direct damage. Those M0h are pretty spooky. You know, Sedge is going to have to walk back and heal, and I think the M0h can just follow up and put some damage down. So Sedge is just going to constantly be taking like a battering as they retreat. They heal. M0h can. Oh, that's a beach tile actually, so no M0h crit that time. But the M0h can now camp in that water tile, like this tile here. Yeah, they're able to just kind of sit there and do whatever. And M0h1nder, oh, going for a very deep dive on the stronghold. Dragon comes out in defense there. Knight's gonna switch fronts just to be pretty spooky. And yeah, M0h, you just sit in that water tile and just do your thing. And now, if you go for that knight, anything that hits that knight is gonna be taking a M0h crit to the face. And oh, Elodie has groove. And even at tier 1, when you're pressuring the stronghold, you can just hit it with like whatever is in front. And Zested, I mean, Zested has the big economy advantage. Like, M0h1nder's just going for it. And I wonder if they're going to be able to make this work. Alright, Sedge just going to go for more damage. Gets tier 1. And funnily, the Sedge actually can hit water units with the tier 1. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So that is kind of spooky. Ooh, I'm really curious. Are we going to see M0h1nder hit the dragon? Are they going to use their opponent's unit against them? Or are they just going to kind of walk Elodie forward and threaten? And yeah, they're just going to sit back. And yeah, M0h in the water. They're just going to pound Sedge. Make them really regret like going and hitting that knight. But I guess Sedge also is at the point where it doesn't matter too much, because their main damage right now is going to be from Groove. Although I guess you would like to see them do other stuff. Okay, ooh, that balloon is in range of the mage. And yeah, I'm really curious how this is going to play out. M0h1nder, I think they just need to keep pressuring the stronghold, keep pushing down on it. And we're going to see Dog Crit come in. Witch comes forward. Okay, yeah, there's only a limited amount of anti-air here, so...
Your heart is weak.
Oh. And yeah, you can actually just straight up... Oh, I thought they were going to go for the mage, but no, they go for the stronghold instead. Oh, and Dog is going to be able to get that hit. Is there anything that can follow up here? I don't think so. And that spear is going to get flipped, actually. Or does they go for the mage just to remove some of the anti-air options here? But I guess it's not the end of the world. Okay, Knight lives. Oh, Sedge is going to come in, and this is going to be a big Sedge turn. I think they're going to be able to get the Knight as well. Witch goes down. There's a follow-up Witch though, so lots of anti-air available here. Ooh, big damage coming in.
Hear my song.
Okay, Elodie. Do some good counter-attack damage though. And not going to be close to Groove. Rifle already fired. Ballista coming in there. And this is with the stronghold bug, so that's going to be pretty spooky. It'll take a lot to be able to kill this in 1 or 2 turns. Oh, and M0h1nder's just like, nah, I can't do it. And I think maybe if the stronghold bug wasn't a thing, like maybe they could do this, but that 20% healing per turn that exists right now is very brutal. So yeah, Zested just takes it. And it is rough to lose a game like that. But I think, yeah, Elodie just wasn't quite good enough. And I do wonder if there's like a better commander for something like this. Like Elodie, I think actually just Wolfar would have been better, right? Like you just knock the spear out of range, you hit some other units with it. There's only one side, yeah. I mean, I guess like the thing would be if you had a second Knight follow-up, that would be the difference maker. And then you could kill it, but yeah, it's a rough one. But yeah, I wonder if like a different commander would have done better there. But yeah, it is what it is. Elodie is in a little bit of a weaker point right now. Probably in need of like some kind of buff. But I mean, Zested played it well, and M0h1nder I think dived and maybe dived a little bit too hard. But yeah, just a really nice game there from Zested. Able to take the sides, able to defend their stronghold as well.